What if one of the biggest pop stars in the world just revealed his most personal love story without ever saying a name? That's the question exploding across the internet right now, as fans dissect every lyric, every pause, and every hidden meaning inside the romantic. And here's where it gets even more intriguing. Many believe this isn't just music, it's a confession. Before we dive deeper, make sure you hit like, drop your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for the latest celebrity breakdowns, because what we're about to uncover might completely change how you hear this album. The buzz surrounding Bruno Mars has reached a new level, and this time it's not just about chart-topping hits or sold-out shows. It's about something far more personal: his long-rumored relationship with Jessica Caban. For years, the couple has kept their relationship relatively private, rarely addressing rumors directly, choosing instead to let their actions, and sometimes their silence, do the talking. But now, with the release of the romantic, fans are convinced that silence has been broken in the most subtle way possible. From the very first track, listeners notice something different. The tone feels more intimate, more vulnerable, almost like a diary set to music. The lyrics speak of distance, longing, reconciliation, and an unshakable emotional bond that refuses to fade, even when tested. Keywords like forever, lost and found, second chances, and unspoken truth echo throughout the album, sparking intense speculation across social media platforms. Is this just poetic storytelling, or is it something much more real? Fans quickly began connecting the dots. Over the years, there have been moments, quiet sightings, subtle appearances, and unexplained absences that fueled speculation about Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban's relationship status. Breakup rumors, reunion whispers, and everything in between have followed them like a shadow. And now, listeners believe the romantic might finally be addressing all of it. But here's where things take a turn. Midway through the album, one particular song has become the center of attention. Without naming anyone, the lyrics describe a love that survived distance, misunderstandings, and time apart. There's a line, one that fans keep replaying, that hints at regret, growth, and a desire to make things right. The internet has been flooded with theories, breakdown videos, and emotional reactions, with many claiming this is Bruno Mars opening up about a chapter of his life he never publicly discussed. And yet, there's no confirmation, no interviews directly linking the album to Jessica Caban, no official statements, just music, and sometimes that makes the mystery even more powerful. This ambiguity has only intensified the conversation. Some fans argue that artists often draw from multiple experiences, blending reality with imagination to create something universal. Others are convinced that the emotional precision in the romantic is too specific to be fictional. They point to the timing of the album, the history between Bruno Mars and Jessica Caban, and the recurring themes that seem to mirror real-life events. Then comes the shift, the part of the album that feels like a turning point. The energy changes. The production becomes brighter, more hopeful. The lyrics evolve from uncertainty to clarity, from longing to acceptance. It's as if the story being told has reached a resolution. And for many listeners, this is the moment where everything clicks. Is this a reconciliation story? Is it closure? Or is it something even deeper, a reflection on a love that continues to exist, even if it has transformed? The truth is, we may never get a clear answer. And maybe that's exactly the point, because what the romantic does so effectively is invite listeners into a story without giving them all the pieces. It creates a space where fans can interpret, connect, and feel. It turns speculation into engagement and curiosity into conversation. And in today's digital age, that kind of mystery is incredibly powerful. As the album continues to climb streaming charts and dominate trending topics, one thing is certain: Bruno Mars has once again captured the world's attention, not just with his sound, but with his storytelling. Whether or not the romantic is truly about Jessica Caban, the impact is undeniable. The conversation is everywhere, the theories keep growing, and fans are listening more closely than ever before. So now the question turns to you. Do you think the romantic is Bruno Mars' way of telling his real-life love story with Jessica Caban? Or is this simply masterful songwriting that feels personal because it's meant to resonate with everyone? Drop your opinion in the comments, share this with fellow fans, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the stories behind the music. Because sometimes the songs we love the most are the ones that leave us with the biggest questions. And just when fans thought they had the romantic figured out, a new wave of theories started to emerge. Ones that go even deeper, connecting not just lyrics, but timelines, public appearances, and even subtle social media activity. Suddenly, this isn't just about music anymore. It's about decoding a story that may have been hidden in plain sight all along. Online communities began revisiting old interviews from Bruno Mars, analyzing his past statements about love, privacy, and emotional expression. In several moments, he hinted that his most meaningful songs often come from real experiences, but he also emphasized that he prefers to protect the people involved. That one detail alone has fueled even more speculation. Because if the romantic is inspired by real events, then keeping it ambiguous would be the perfect way to tell the truth without fully revealing it. At the same time, fans started bringing Jessica Caban back into the spotlight. Not through direct statements, but through patterns, appearances at key events, periods of silence that seemed to align with the emotional tone of certain songs. Even small details like shared locations or timing of posts became part of a much larger puzzle. And while none of this confirms anything, it adds layers to the narrative that fans can't ignore. Then comes one of the most talked about moments in the album, a track near the end that shifts everything again. The instrumentation slows down, the vocals become almost conversational, and the lyrics feel less like performance and more like reflection. It's here that listeners believe Bruno Mars might be addressing not just a person, but himself. Lines about growth, mistakes, and learning to love the right way have sparked a completely different interpretation. What if the romantic isn't just about Jessica Caban? What if it's about who he became because of her? That idea has changed the conversation entirely. Because now, instead of asking, "Is this about her?" fans are asking something deeper. Is this about what they went through together? And that distinction matters. It shifts the focus from identity to experience, from gossip to emotion. And in doing so, it makes the album feel even more powerful. But here's where the tension builds again. Not everyone is convinced. Some critics argue that fans may be reading too much into it. They point out that artists like Bruno Mars are known for crafting universally relatable songs, stories that feel personal because they tap into shared human experiences. Love, heartbreak, reconciliation. These are themes that resonate with millions, regardless of who inspired them. And by leaving the meaning open-ended, the romantic becomes accessible to everyone, not just those following his personal life. Still, the counterargument is just as strong, because there's a difference between writing about love and writing like you've lived every word of it. And that's exactly what fans keep coming back to. There's a rawness in certain lines, a specificity in certain emotions, a sense of history that feels too detailed to be purely fictional. It's not just what's being said, it's how it's being said, the pauses, the delivery, the subtle shifts in tone. They all contribute to a feeling that this story comes from somewhere real. As the debate continues, streaming numbers keep rising. Reaction videos are going viral. Fans are replaying tracks, looking for clues they might have missed the first time. And with every listen, new interpretations emerge. Some believe the album tells a chronological story, from distance to conflict to resolution. Others think it's more abstract, jumping between moments and emotions rather than following a linear path. And then there's the theory that might be the most compelling of all. What if the romantic is intentionally designed to blur the line between reality and fiction? What if the mystery itself is part of the experience? Because if that's true, then every theory, every debate, every comment is exactly what was meant to happen. Keeps the conversation alive, keeps the music relevant, and most importantly, it keeps fans emotionally invested. As we reach the final stretch of the album, there's a sense of calm that replaces the earlier tension. The closing moments don't provide clear answers, but they do offer something else. A feeling of acceptance. A sense that, Regardless of how the story unfolded, there's peace in understanding it. And maybe that's the real message behind the romantic. Not confirmation, not denial, just emotion, pure, unfiltered, and open to interpretation. And in a world where fans are constantly searching for definitive answers, that kind of ambiguity is rare and incredibly powerful. So now, after everything we've explored, the question becomes even bigger than before. Is the romantic a hidden love letter to Jessica Caban? Is it a reflection of Bruno Mars' personal journey? Or is it a masterclass in storytelling that feels real? Because it's designed to? Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain. This album has sparked a level of curiosity and engagement that few artists can achieve. It's not just being listened to, it's being studied, debated, and experienced on a deeper level. And that's what makes this moment so fascinating. Because sometimes the most powerful stories aren't the ones that give us answers. They're the ones that make us keep asking questions. If you've made it this far, you're already part of the conversation. So don't stay silent. Drop your theory, share this with your friends, and let's see where the story goes next. Because with Bruno Mars, the music never really ends. It just leaves clues for what comes next. And just when it feels like every angle has been explored, the narrative surrounding the romantic takes yet another unexpected turn. One that shifts the focus from what we hear to what we don't hear. Because some of the most dedicated fans of Bruno Mars have started pointing out something unusual. The gaps. The spaces between verses. The moments where the music pulls back just enough to let silence speak. And in those silences, listeners believe there are emotions too heavy to put into words. Moments that might be tied to real-life experiences involving Jessica Caban. Subtle but powerful. In one track, there's a pause right before the final chorus. Longer than expected, almost uncomfortable. Fans have described it as a moment of hesitation, like someone holding back something they can't fully say. And that's where the theories begin to evolve again. Because now, it's not just about lyrics or timelines. It's about emotional authenticity. And that changes everything. Because when music starts to feel this real, people don't just listen. They connect. They project their own experiences onto it. They find pieces of their own stories within the sound.